All right, welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of communication, specifically how we connect with others through simple conversations. You know, it's like when you meet someone new and you start with the basics. What's your name? Where are you from? It's almost like a dance, right? You're feeling each other out, trying to find common ground.
Yeah, totally. It's like I remember the first time I traveled abroad and I had to introduce myself to people who didn't speak my language. It was so awkward. I mean, how do you even start?
Exactly. It's all about those foundational questions. Think about it. When you ask someone, "Do you speak English?" It's not just about the language, it's about opening a door to understanding. I once met a guy in a coffee shop in Paris, and we started with, "Do you speak English?" and ended up talking about our favorite movies for hours.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So, what's the first question you think is the most important when meeting someone?
Great question. I'd say, "What do you do?" is a big one. It gives you insight into their life and passions. I remember meeting a woman who was a marine biologist, and she shared stories about her research on coral reefs. It was captivating.
That's interesting. So, do you think asking about hobbies is just as important? What are your hobbies?
Absolutely. Hobbies reveal so much about a person's character. For instance, if someone says they like to cook, you can bond over favorite recipes or cooking disasters. I once tried to make a souffle, and let's just say it turned into a pancake.
Haha, oh no, that's hilarious. So what about fears? Do you think it's okay to ask someone about their biggest fear?
Oh, definitely. It can lead to some deep conversations. I once asked a friend about their biggest fear, and they said it was spiders. We ended up sharing our childhood fears, and it was surprisingly therapeutic.
Wow, that's deep. So do you think it's important to keep the conversation light at first, or dive into the deep stuff right away?
It really depends on the vibe. Starting light is usually safer, but if you feel a connection, diving deeper can be incredibly rewarding. I remember a time when I met someone at a party, and we started with small talk, but by the end of the night, we were sharing our dreams and aspirations.
That's so cool. So what about the classic, "How was your day?" question? Is that a good opener?
It can be. It's a great way to gauge someone's mood. If they say it was good, you can ask what made it good. I once had a conversation where someone shared a funny story about their pet, and it turned into a whole discussion about animals.
Haha, pets are the best. So do you think asking about favorite movies or music is a good way to connect?
Absolutely. Those questions can spark passionate discussions. I once met someone who loved The Lion King, and we ended up singing the songs together. It was such a fun moment.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a blast. So, what's your favorite way to wrap up a conversation?
I like to ask about future plans or dreams. It leaves the door open for future conversations. I once ended a chat with someone by asking, "What's your dream job?" and it led to us connecting on LinkedIn.
Wow, that's a great tip. So, it's all about building connections, right?
Exactly. Every conversation is an opportunity to learn and grow. Just like a puzzle, each piece fits together to create a bigger picture of understanding.
I love that analogy. So what's the biggest takeaway for our listeners today?
I'd say, don't be afraid to ask questions and share your own stories. It's all about creating a space where both people feel comfortable to connect.
Yes, I can't wait to try this out in my next conversation. Thanks for sharing all these insights.
Anytime! Let's keep the conversation going.
Music fades out.